Hello everybody, it's Gayle with Bullitt County Public Library again. Wanted to show you a couple more things. I told you I would do 3 videos, so let's get started. Most of what we're going to use are things that we have used in the other videos. This one in particular, my handy dandy milk jug, is back, but this time we're going to do this a little bit differently. We are going to mark it just like we did before, except this time we're going to ruin it. I say that because this time we're going to be cutting close to our handle, and we're not going to use those grooves. Not yet anyway. We're going to mark on 3 sides. As you can see, I've got that one, and skipping that one, and we're going to, trying to get that lined up. Looks like I missed that. Actually, I think it's just because my line's not very straight. All right, so we're not going to cut that third, or rather 4th side. And just as long as there is a side that is next to the hinge, or next to the handle. That's all that we need to cut. And I am sorry, I meant to grab my kitchen shears again, and I forgot them. So I'm going to use my little shears here. They should work just as well. They're kind of cool. So I made a hole right there on my line, and I'm not quite sure how good these will be on the plastic, but looks like they're doing pretty good. May take me a little bit longer, and I may have to stop the video and go get the better scissors. It looks like it's working okay. All right, so I've got one side cut. This is probably going to be a bit noisy. I have almost. All right, these don't allow for as good a cut. They're more for, I've used them for trimming plants. When I'm taking leaves off of my, ooh, I bent them. All right, so that's not a good thing. So let's see if I can get those back into working order. I think I just moved them from, I twisted them so the 2 cutting blades were not together. All right, they're working okay, just again noisy. But again, this just shows that you can use whatever you happen to have. And if you're really brave, you can use an X-Acto knife, which I like, but you have to be really, really cautious. All right, these are tiny. That is why they work really well for plants, but not so good for plastic. All right, so we've gotten the 3 sides cut, and we'll take a moment here. Might have to do some final adjusting. I do. I need to make sure that I have cut around the corner. So, and the corner over here. So in other words, I want to get rid of the curves. I want to go to where it's flat. Okay, all that extra work in order to make a hinge. So what do you think? Kind of cool. All right. All right, so the idea behind this one is that it is a hinged top. I can put my plants in here. I can, we'll pretend that I've put all my dirt in here. I have my seeds in. And what I'm going to do next is water this and get it nice and ready to grow. But it turns off a little bit cool outside. But I don't really want to bring my plants in. They've already started growing, and the extra weight will keep this open. And I could always prop this up next to the building, or something that happens to be handy right there. Maybe I have it on the porch up next to the wall. But let's say I know that the weather is going to turn off a little bit cool, just like it has today. Here, the sun is not out, and it's supposed to be 40-something degrees and breezy, so there is quite a wind chill. So what I would want to do is, instead of having to pack them up, bring them inside. Again, my plants are beautiful. They're an inch high, but I don't have room for all of those, and they're wet and they're dirty. So I will take my trusty hinge and just fold it back up. Now, I might have to work with it a little bit. In this case, kind of bending the edges so that they fit in there a little bit better. All right. Now, hopefully that doesn't pop back up. It does, of course, if I fiddle with it. But for the most part, I have closed that up. Hopefully there's been some warmth in there. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure, it's kind of like I've given it an umbrella. I've given it a way to stay a little bit more insulated, a little bit warm. That is also why I'm seeing now that making sure I've cut these into the corners, into the round part, helps because I can tuck these inside. You'll notice that is not even, and it's pushed down in there. So that's kind of cool. This would also work. I could not find the top to this particular milk jug, but if I had the top on there and I knew it was going to be raining, I could probably do the opposite. I could put the top back on and I could tuck this, all the bottom pieces, into the top. And as long as the weight is holding it down and it's not moving and the top is on, that will keep it from absorbing more rainwater. Because maybe it's been a little bit dry this particular spring and I have not poked any holes into the bottom of this milk jug, but I don't want any extra water in there. So I can do both things. I can protect it or I can just cover it. So it makes for, again, a really inexpensive multi-tool for a plant. All right, so that's that one.